To start, let's come down onto our back. Knees are bent, feet a little bit wider so the knees can come in and fall into touch. And bring your hands onto your bottom ribs. Actively move the shoulders out of your ears and feel the back of your neck get long. Bring our awareness to our breath. Don't even need to change it, but I find by just bringing my focus to my breath, it slows it down, makes the breath longer, deeper. And allow yourself to relax. Inhale, let's reach the arms overhead along the floor. Give yourself a nice morning stretch. And then let the arms float to where they're comfortable, just resting on the earth. Maybe it's like a letter T. Heel toe the feet wider than the mat. Windshield wiper your knees as slow as you want to feel the legs and to feel the hips and to feel that low back. Focusing on breath. Anytime you want to sigh, exhale, do it. It'll signal to the body that the body's safe and it can relax and it can heal. Good. Bring the knees pointing to the sky. Heel toe those feet right together. Hug one knee to chest and hug the other knee to chest. Hold behind the knees and you can do your swaying here, your circles with the knees or your half circles. And then we'll move our hands to both our hands behind the left knee. Right leg's gonna go long. Point and flex the left foot. And then we'll take the right hand and we'll slide it on top of the left thigh and then tuck behind the knee. We can guide this knee across the body and down towards the earth. It may never meet. Reach your arm overhead, bicep by ear, relax on the floor. And let's look away from the knee. Long breath in, sighing breath out here. Feel how the body does a bit of a movement with the inhale and the exhale. Roll back onto your back, hug that same knee to chest for a moment. Foot to the earth, hug your right knee to chest. I suggest pull behind the knee. And then straighten that left leg out. Point and flex your right foot. And then we'll take the left hand, slide it across the top of the thigh and then tuck in behind the knee. Guide that knee across and down. And inhale, sweep your right arm up, bicep by ear. Look away from the knees and just ride on that breath. Roll back onto your back. And you can hug that same knee into the chest. You can bend the left knee, left foot to the mat. We're going to kind of rock and roll and help ourselves on up to seated. And then find yourself somewhere in the middle of the mat. Knees are bent, hands behind you, coming right into like our seated pigeon. We'll start left ankle on top of right thigh and let that left knee open up. So I like to walk in that right foot to find where you find that first little edge. Maybe you rock side to side, maybe you're still. Eyes can close so you can focus on sensation. Target area is that left hip. And if the body invites you, can you come in a little closer? One more breath. Notice how it feels. All right, let's unwind the legs. We've got that other side, so right ankle, left thigh, slide that left foot in. Find your first edge as we stay here and breathe. Notice how it feels. We're going to come back to this shape, see if we've created any space. Listening to your body, can you take it a little deeper? Final breath. Beautiful. Unwind the legs, both legs straight out in front of you. Our passive forward fold, walking the hands forward and just melting forward. Don't worry about where you are at. Settle in and notice where you feel things first off. So for me, it's always the hamstrings first. Fold a little deeper. Good. And inhale, come on up to seated. Bend the left knee, left foot on the mat. Wrap your right hand around. I like to tuck into the left calf muscle. And bring your left hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist into your bent knee. So you're thinking about left knee to right shoulder. Long spine, heart is lifted, face is relaxed. Notice what you notice. How are those ribs? As you exhale, unwind, bring that right hand behind, left elbow right beside the left knee. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Press elbow against knee. Breathe down into the belly. Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, unwind. And naturally, that left knee is going to come to the earth and that left foot to the inside of your right leg. Sit up nice and tall to the front and exhale. Let's twist again to the left. You can bring your right hand on that top left thigh. Couple nice long breaths in and out here. Just noticing. Where does the breath get stuck? Back arm, inhale, sweep it up, bicep by ear. Exhale, we'll side bend over that straight leg. Keep a hold of your left thigh if you can. You're gonna think about reaching your right pinky toe. Opening up through that left rib cage, left side body. It always feels a little stickier here. So let's do 3 more long breaths. And on your last exhale, you can release that left thigh and you can fold over your straight right leg, bringing that left hand to the outside edge of your right leg. Let go. Next inhale, let's roll on up to seated, straighten both legs, and we have that other side. So we bend that right knee, bring the right arm behind your kickstand, and then wrap that left arm across the front here and tuck into the calf muscle. Inhale, super long spine, exhale, twist. As you exhale, unwind and sweep your left hand behind you for your kickstand. Bring that right elbow inside the right knee. And we'll sit up nice and tall for our breath in and breath out. We'll twist away, pressing elbow against knee. What do you feel in the rib cage, the spine? And your next exhale, unwind. Let that right foot come into the left inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let's twist again towards the right. That's a song. Let's twist again, right? Inhale, sweep that back arm up, bicep by ear, and then exhale. Find our fun twist, side bend, forward fold combo. Full breath in and out. I want you to feel where things may not feel so good. We're going to massage that with the breath. As you exhale, release that right thigh so you can fold over your straight left leg. And let your right hand come somewhere on the outside edge of that left leg. Just let it go and fold here. And then breathe. Inhale, let's come on up to seated. Extend both legs out in front just for curiosity. Let's fold forward. Next inhale, come on up. Let's try that seated pigeon once again, just to see. So bend the knees and we'll cross left ankle on top of the right side. We'll start the left side first. And scooch yourself in. Scooch yourself in nice and close and see, how do things feel now? Is there a little more space? Can you go a little deeper? This is an amazing way to get the benefits of like traditional pigeon without putting all the pressure on the knees or the ankles. They're the first to go sometimes. Because they're the tinier joints, right? It's the hip, that's the big joint. You'll hold on. He'll hold on till the end. All right, so let's unwind and check our other side. Beautiful, all right. Unwind completely, come forward, find your table. I invite you, if you have 2 blocks, grab them. You can have them on any height. This is nice for wrists, right? It's just, it gives you something to hold rather than your flat palm onto the earth, putting all the pressure there. So whatever height you like, this, we call this our high table. And we can move through some cat and cow. Nice and slow with the breath. We'll meet in our neutral high table with our arm flow. Press down through left hand. Inhale, sweep your right fingertips to the sky. Open right up. Exhale, hand comes back down. So I'm gonna let you go back and forth on your own. Try to open up a micro movement more than you usually do. And start to exhale when you're at the top. And by the time you get to your bottom of the exhale, your hand is back to the earth. Nice. Equal amount on both sides, meeting in our neutral high table. So we'll walk the knees in nice and close. We can bring our blocks a little bit higher, snug them up against the knees. We'll curl the toes under. A supported toe squat, really great for us, but this way we can have more weight in our hands and we can kind of gauge what we need today. If we can keep the fascia of the muscles really happy in the feet, it's going to make life so much easier walking around. It's going to help out posture. Take breaks if you need to. And bring your weight up off of those heels now. We're going to sit onto the tops of the feet if it's available. If not, you put a block underneath and do what you can, because we're bringing more pressure to the top of the ankles now. If you've got these nice flexible ankles and you can add more into it, you can walk the hands back and lift the knees and add more pressure into the top of the ankles. That's our target area. Make it work for your body. Happy, healthy ankles, so when we're slipping and sliding on ice, we're better equipped to catch ourselves and not have a big ankle injury. The blood flowing to all corners of the body. Beautiful. All right, come on forward. High on the knees, cross left ankle in front of that left knee into this, what we call a kneeling pigeon. When you're ready, you can bring your hands onto your hips. You can use this as a bit of balance practice. If you feel confident and you feel like your foundation's secure, we can inhale and sweep an arm up overhead, exhale, add a side bend. And we can do a little arm flow here. Or you hold the pose with your hands on blocks, just keep shifting your hips forward. Equal amount of on both sides. Hands can come down to the blocks if they aren't already. Unhook that leg. Let's do that other side. Our kneeling pigeon. Sides will feel different, right? It's a little more junky on this side for me. So press the hips forward. Maybe you feel that imbalance. It's good to know. And if you'd like to start your arm flow, inhale, arm overhead, exhale, side bend. Inhale. And exhale. And just make sure it's an equal amount on both sides. Hands are going to come down, finding our high table. We'll move our blocks off to the side. To the left side of your mat if you can. The hands as wide as the mat. Inhale, curl the toes under. And exhale, up and back, downward dog. Let's bring the feet as wide as the mat. Lots of pedaling here and chin to chest. And like you're trying to fold, so belly to your thighs. Good, gazing to the top of the mat, bear walk towards the upper section of your mat. You can find those blocks again for underneath your hands and inhale to a half lift, straight back, straight legs. And exhale, passive spine, knees are bent. Let's do this a bunch of times. This is great for the nervous system. Now we're going to keep the legs straight and we're just going to work the spine. So straight spine, keep the legs straight and passive spine. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, passive spine. So play with that, keeping the legs straight this round. Next time the spine is straight, leave it straight. And now you're going to bend the knees and straighten the legs. Feels kind of simple, doesn't it? Spine is straight, bend the knees, straighten the legs. Well, it may. Who knows? We're all different. And then let's go back to like bent knees, passive spine, straight legs, straight spine. Couple rounds here. Good. Meeting it, straight legs, straight spine. Step your left leg back. Turn to face that long side of the mat. You can have your hands on the earth or you can have them on blocks. Lateral lunges. Go as deep as you want. You can bring your hands or blocks a little wider. We're just moving from side to side, feeling that inside leg line. Lift your toes. So you're really making a connection through the sole of the foot. Whatever side you're on, stay, breathe. Shift to the other side. Beautiful. Come back to center. Heel toe the feet right together. Blocks out in front of you if they have them. We're going to shuffle over to the left a little bit. And then you're going to take the left leg and cross it in front of the right. Yeah. Forward fold with your crossed legs. Hang out chin to chest. Doing whatever you need to for balance through the hands. Let's unwind the feet and then just sort of shuffle over to the right so we can cross right in front of left. And find this forward fold with the cross straight legs. Fun, right? All right, whatever you need to do with your hands so you're balanced, so you can safely uncross the legs, and we can turn to face the front of the mat. We're in our forward fold, high on the blocks. Bring all the weight through your hands, down through your blocks. Inhale, sweep your right leg up behind you. Flex through the foot, press out through the heel. Then start to move all the weight into the left hand. You know where we're going. Right fingertips to the ceiling. Open up nice and big. More weight through the left hand. Right hand's going to come down to your block now. All your weight through your right hand. If you can, let's try lifting the left fingertips to the ceiling. And lift that right leg. Lift. Remember to breathe. And then our forward fold. Hands on blocks. Makes you a little warmer. So let's try that other side. Hands on the blocks. Weight down through the right foot. Left leg sweeps up behind. Flex through the heel. Bring all your weight into your right hand. Start to shift your weight even a little bit forward. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Engage your core. Nice, keep that back leg lifted high. Left hand to the block. Inhale, right fingertips to the sky. Everybody lifts. Shift your weight forward, lift. Good, hands to the blocks, foot to the earth. Knees to the earth. And high onto the knees. Did that work up a little bit of a sweat? A little bit. You can move back on your mat a little bit. And we'll step and go right foot forward. So new version of our low lunge. You're going to bring your hands to your hips and tuck your tail. As soon as you tuck your tail, do you start to feel the front of your left leg? Let's keep this engagement and we can start to shift the weight forward. And if you watch me, I don't go very far. We really want to feel it through the front of that left leg. Keep your tail tucked, like a pelvic tilt. It takes a lot of concentration. Keep that tucked tail. Try to move a little bit deeper. Good. Shift back, go slow, and we'll do the other side. All right, tail tucks. Right away, I feel the front of my right leg. And then maybe we want to try to get a little deeper. So moving weight forward, keep that tail tucked. That's why the hands on the hips, great. The body is a tricky little beast. And it is very flexible in some areas and not in others. And so it plays games with you in the shapes. Does that make sense? Really being mindful. Can you sink in a little bit more? Keep that tail tucked. Nice work. All right, shift back. Have one block kind of handy. And then we're gonna move into a child's pose for a moment with a good side bend. I really want you to walk way over to the left. And then bow down, bend your right elbow. You can bring your forehead to your forearm. And really move your weight into your right rib cage. Lift the gaze, walk over to that other side, like really walk over there. Bow down, bend the left elbow, forehead to the forearm. Move, shift, open up through the left. Good, lift the gaze. And I lied, we wanted 2 blocks in front of us. You've got all kinds of different heights. I like the second height. You're gonna plant your elbows right in the middle of those blocks, bring your hands in prayer, hips to heels, and then you're gonna move your head between your arms and between the blocks. You're gonna let it dangle, maybe. It might reach the earth. And then your thumbs to the back of your neck. Let your heart melt. Let your head be heavy. This one's gonna help with that hump. Hopefully none of us are getting it. Sighing breath, excellent. Very carefully inhale, come back on up, use your elbows, press into those blocks, right? And then we'll come through to seated. And here's where we can do our supported back bend. You have lots of options. You want to use something soft, if you know it's something soft needed today to support along your spine. You can use 2 blocks. And I'm finding this more advanced version is just 1 block. So you need the head supported. Think about that. And whatever you've got, bring it along the spine. Or if you're trying with me, just the 1 block. I love it, because those 2 corners there are just like right in a spot between my shoulder blades I cannot reach. But listen to your body. Sometimes we need something soft, right? Lots is going on, the heart is a little bit tender, and just using something soft is better. But let's bring our legs nice and wide. Elbows are supported on the earth. Mouth is hanging open, jaw is relaxed. And allow gravity to draw you down. Feeling your bones getting heavier. And the muscles hanging off the bones, soft and relaxed. Check in with the shoulders. They really are accustomed to holding. So actively let them be heavy. Again, check the shoulders. And moving slowly, bend one knee, foot on the mat, and the other knee, foot on the mat. Some pressure down through the feet so we can roll off of our prop and move it away. And so here you decide, we're coming into supported bridge. So you decide how your sacrum and your hips are, if you want to use a block or you want to use something softer. And then we're gonna bend the knees, lift the hips up, and slide whatever our prop is behind the hips and lower than the low back, right above the tailbone. And knees can be bent for a moment. Check the back of the neck is long. Let's hug left knee to chest, hold behind the left knee, straighten the right leg. Notice what this feels like. Is there any pulling, any tension? And release that foot to the earth. We'll hug that right knee to chest and straighten out the left leg to check this side. A little different sensation happening on this side. And then finally, both legs nice and straight. You can bring them wider if you like. I like to bring the arms overhead too and just rest them on the floor above me. I'm super relaxed here. Watching your breath in your mind's eye travel down into the pelvis. And sliding the hands back down, sliding one knee bent and foot on the mat, sliding the other side, barely moving. And just as much as a baby lift as we need to get that prop out and hips to the earth and then stretch out nice and long again, just for a mini Savasana. Allow those bones again to be heavy. The muscles to be heavy and soft, warm. And scrunch your toes, spread your toes. Scrunch and spread. And even your hands, spread your hands and make soft fists. Maybe arms come overhead and we give ourselves a long stretch. And bring the arms and hands down. We'll hug one knee to chest and the other knee to chest. I invite you to hold behind the knees. You can do a little rocking, a little swaying, and then when you're ready, you can rock and roll to seated, or you can roll to one side to seated and come up. to seal this practice. A comfortable seat for the body today. Adjust everything. And bring your hands onto your knees or thighs. The eyes closed. Relax here for a moment. And just noticing how the physical body is feeling. Bring hands in prayer at heart center to seal this practice. Chin towards chest halfway. 3 things you're grateful for in this moment in time. And together, let's breathe in. Sigh it out. And smile. And eyes flutter open. And thank you.